What if I told you that 2025 is shaping up to be one of the most terrifying years in horror history? And we're not even done yet. From killer robots gaining consciousness to vampires terrorizing the Deep South, this year has served up nightmares that'll stick with you long after the credits roll. I've been losing sleep watching these, and trust me, that's exactly what you want from great horror. So grab your popcorn, turn off the lights, and let's dive into the films that have been keeping horror fans awake at night. Here are the best horror movies of 2025 so far. Number 5, Final Destination: Bloodlines.
Family, you don't get to pick the one you get. Just gotta love the one you got.
Death never rests, and neither does this franchise. Final Destination: Bloodlines brings back everything we love about this series. Those brilliantly twisted death sequences that make you paranoid about everyday objects for weeks. Director Zach Liefsky takes us back to the roots with Stephanie, played by Caitlin Santayana, who's having nightmares that feel way too real. When she returns to her grandmother seeking answers, she discovers her family has a dark connection to death itself. And yes, Tony Todd is back as the mysterious William Bloodworth, delivering that iconic line. This book, it will show you everything you need to know to keep our family safe. What I love about Bloodlines is how it expands the mythology while keeping those signature Rube Goldberg-style death scenes that make you question whether you should ever leave your house again. Number 4, Companion. Now this one caught me completely off guard. What starts as a typical weekend getaway thriller becomes something much more sinister when we discover that Iris, played brilliantly by Sophie Thatcher, isn't exactly human. Without spoiling the experience, let me just say that Jack Quaid delivers one of the most unsettling performances of the year as her controlling boyfriend Josh. The way this film explores toxic relationships through a sci-fi lens is both clever and genuinely disturbing. Director Drew Hancock proves you don't need a massive budget to create something that'll mess with your head for days. This is psychological horror at its finest. Number 3, Megan 2.0.
We have a problem. We're hunting an autonomous android named Amelia. She was built using your design for Megan.
She's back, she's upgraded, and she's somehow even more terrifying. Megan 2.0 takes everything that worked in the original and cranks it up to 11. Allison Williams returns, but this time she's facing not one, but 2 rogue AIs, including a military-grade android that makes the original Megan look like a toy. What fascinated me about this sequel is how it flips the script. Now Megan is actually trying to help, but can you ever really trust a killer robot with a redemption arc? The action sequences are slicker. The tech is more advanced, and honestly, the social commentary about our relationship with AI feels more relevant than ever. Number 2, 28 years later. Danny Boyle and Alex Garland are back, and they've created something that genuinely haunts me. Set decades after the original Rage virus outbreak, we follow a father and son, played by Aaron Taylor Johnson and Alfie Williams, living on a quarantined island. When they venture onto the mainland, they discover that the infected have evolved into something far worse. What sets this apart from typical zombie films is the emotional core. Jodie Comer and Ralph Fiennes deliver powerhouse performances that anchor the horror in real human drama. This isn't just about survival. It's about what it means to remain human when the world has gone completely mad. Number 1, Sinners.
I've been all over this world. I seen men die in ways I ain't even know was possible.
Ryan Coogler has created something unlike anything I've ever seen. Picture this: 1932 Mississippi, twin World War I veterans, played by Michael B. Jordan, return home to open a blues club. Sounds like a period drama, right? Wrong. When vampires start terrorizing their community, this becomes a Southern Gothic nightmare that blends horror with powerful social commentary. What makes Sinners extraordinary isn't just the horror, it's how Coogler weaves together music, history, and supernatural terror into something that feels both timeless and urgently relevant. Haley Steinfeld, Delroy Lindo, and Wunmi Mosaku round out a cast that brings depth to every single character. This is filmmaking at its finest. So there you have it, 5 films that prove 2025 is serving up horror gold. But here's my question for you: which type of horror gets under your skin the most? The psychological mind benders like Companion, or do you prefer the supernatural chills of Sinners and Bloodlines? Drop your answer in the comments. I genuinely want to know what keeps my fellow horror fans up at night. If you enjoyed this dive into 2025's best frights, smash that like button and subscribe to MovieRats for more horror picks, hidden gems, and the occasional film that'll make you sleep with the lights on. Until next time, keep watching and stay scared.